All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, and Kakwadash. Giving double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity. And shalom to the few sisters that watch. Coming with a quick lesson. As we speak, you got fireworks going off in the background. Another wicked holiday, celebrated by Babylon the Great. And, it's going to come a time, man, where the celebration is going to completely end, even as of now, with this day, you don't see people celebrating like, in previous years, man, because Babylon the Great is falling, man. It's crumbling. So with that being said, we'll get the book of Jeremiah chapter 10 and start from the top. It says, Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. This is written to the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, of this present day, man, as it was back then. Regardless of what people may think, this word is just for specific people, and it's not based off color or physical appearance, man. So this is more of a spiritual thing over anything else. But verse 2, it says, Thus says the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, these holidays, eating what the heathen eat, taking on the heathen traditions, customs, everything that the heathen stand for, man, worshiping other gods, all that. It says, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. It says, for the customs of the people are vain, and then it goes into, what these people call Christmas. But this goes for any custom that the heathen participates in, man. We are not to do so. So, right now we're speaking on this wicked holiday called 4th of July. It's all based off, Esau Edom's glorification of his so-called victories, whether it be against each other or the 12 tribes, man. First and foremost, there's nothing to celebrate because this land was taken by violence anyway. You had the so-called Native Americans already here, man, which are a part of the 10 tribes, the 10 tribes that went to a land where no one else dwelt. And that's here in Babylon the Great and all throughout the Americas. So, continuing on, we're in the book of Revelation, chapter 17. And you see it says the doom of Babylon. And this is speaking of present day Babylon, man, a.k.a. America, Soon all those fireworks in the background gonna be nuclear missiles, man. It says, and there came one of the 7 angels which has the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And that great whore is Babylon the Great, aka America, that sitteth upon many waters. So let's drop down to verse 15 to show you exactly what the waters are. All right, verse 15, it says, And he said unto me, The waters which thou sawest were where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So that's the waters, the different people from different lands, come here. They call this the great mixing pot, So verse 2, it says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. All the other nations have you know done business with Babylon the Great. You know, taking lands along with Babylon the Great and got financial gain out of it. It says, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. You know, hey, you got people all across the land, all across the world, taking on the ways of Babylon the Great, man. you know, spewing out all manner of wickedness, man. And the rest of the world just soaks it up and goes along with it. Verse 3 says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of the names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And we know this to be be NATO in the EU. And it's the EEC, European Economic Community, man. So it says the EC, former association designed to integrate the economies of Europe. It says the term also refers to the European communities, which originally comprised of the European Economic Community, EEC. It says the European Coal and Steel Community, and it goes on, you know, and it gives you a clear map of these countries, man, that was a part of it. You know, these are the 10 toes right here, which are the same 10 toes that are spoken of in the book of Daniel chapter 2, verse 41, 42. You know, we see it, man. You know, we see it right there. You know, and these are the are what is comprised of Babylon the Great's allies, man, whether it be militarily or financially, man. You know, but you know, all these nations are gonna turn against Babylon the Great, man. You know, it says, let's continue on. It says, well, let's see, verse 4, it says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and the filthiness of her fornication. It says, and upon her forehead was a name, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Hey, man, this right here is spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Spiritual Sodom in Egypt. You know, I was out earlier, man, and it was just groups of moles, man. Groups, you know, 5 at a time here and there, 6 at a time here and there, of all varieties, man. You know, and man, hey, man, Babylon the Great is finished, man. You know, this place is done. You know, so all the celebration, the mirth of the land, all that stuff, man, is about to be completely done away with. You know. So let's go to the book of Amos, chapter 5. And we'll just drop down to verse 21. It says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell your Sodom assemblies. This is one of the feast days that's celebrated by so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, and the Lord does not approve of it. It's rooted in wickedness, rooted in evil, you know, and rooted in the fornication, the filthiness, the abominations that's in the cup, man, of Babylon the Great. So, you know, this was just a quick lesson. You know, Lord willing, it was edifying. So, you know, with that being said, we want to constantly give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.